Okay, hi, how
Hi,
are you?
I'm good, thanks.
So first, what was your motivation to play in this movie?
I mean, it was really the material. I found the script quite surprising. The level of detail and in the mythology, the world building that was sort of taking place within the context of the script, the characters that were written, the way it sort of recontextualizes witchcraft in a modern day. I just found all of it kind of intriguing and a lot of fun. And then speaking with Breck and hearing about the kind of movie that he wanted to make and the team he was assembling on the creative side with the production designer that we had and Dean Semler shooting it, it just was kind of shaping up to be something kind of special.
So you often play in a fantastic movie. So when you were a child, you were fascinated by fantastic universe?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, I think all children can relate to that. I grew up on movies like The Goonies and Back to the Future and Indiana Jones and Star Wars. Those were always the movies that I loved and the worlds that I wanted to visit, and in addition to that, animated films and so on and so forth. So yeah, a huge part of my life and childhood for sure.
And before shooting this film, do you have any favorite story of witches? Or not?
Do I have a favorite story? Well, growing up, I was always really fascinated by the Salem witch trials. It being a part of U.S. history, I was always drawn to that because, you know, the U.S. has a fascinating history in regards to how it all kind of came to be. And to have this sort of subsection of you know, New England involved in killing people because of the accusations of witchcraft is just a really fascinating thing, that it happened in this sort of small town at this particular time. So I was always intrigued by that. I remember being in Massachusetts as a young person and wanting to go to, I went to Salem when I was like 12, and it just, the aura of the energy of this sort of notion of witchcraft, I mean, I kind of believed in it, and I sort of still do. So I don't know, it kind of like tapped into my love of Edgar Allan Poe or anything that was slightly darker.
And can you talk about your character, Dolan?
Yeah, let me try and explain it to you. Dolan the 37th. So I play a priest in a long line of priests who are served with effectively protecting and aiding in Calder's witch hunting, to keeping black magic at bay and humanity safe. Yeah, so the Dolan sort of thing is that throughout the centuries, there are different people that are tasked with this until they pass on and then move it on to another person. So in this film, it's my first day on the job.
And what was your first impression or feeling when you saw the movie finished?
I still haven't seen it. But the little bits that I've seen, I think, are pretty incredible. I think when you work on something that is at this scale, you have we were very lucky in the sense that we were largely working with practical effects and practical locations, but obviously there were a great deal of digital embellishments. So seeing the final product of sequences that I had in my mind an idea of what that was going to be, it's always so exciting to see it all put together, and that world kind of come to life in a way that was way beyond what we were working with.
And at last, can you say something for your French audience?
I love France, and I love the French people. They're real cineasts, you know. I think France has an incredible connection to and history that has greatly inspired American cinema, and we constantly reference French cinema, so I'm a big fan myself.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.